So this section is composition of functions. And this first part, I just typed the definition in for you guys so you wouldn't have to write it. So if f and g are functions, then the composite function, f composite g, or composition of f and g, is defined by f composition g of x equals f of g of x. So this open circle, it's not multiplication, it's a new notation called composition. So we say this is f of g of x. So we're putting one function inside of another function. So let's just go through an example. I have two functions. F of x is x cubed, g of x is 1 over x plus 8. So I'm taking the composition of g and f with the value 2. So I'm going to rewrite this like this. So it's kind of like the distributive property backwards. We're going to take f of 2 and put that inside of g. So I have g of f of 2. And when we solve these or we evaluate these, we work from the inside out. So I'm going to do this part first. I'm going to find f of 2. So remember, to find f of 2, I need to look at f of x. F of x is x cubed. See how we replaced x with 2? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to replace this x with 2. So I have 2 cubed, which is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So now we're going to take f of 2, let me write something that I can see a little better, which equals 8, and we're going to go put that value back in here for f of 2. So I still have g, but f of 2 equals 8. So that's going to go here. So now I'm finding g of 8. And same thing, we need to start with g of x. So find that function. And we're going to replace the x with 8. So it'd be 1 over x, which we're evaluating at 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. And we're down to our final value. This would be our final answer. Alright, so sometimes on part B, we don't have a value. We just have x. So I'm finding f of g of x. I'm going to rewrite it. So remember, we take g of x first, and that goes inside f. So I'm finding f of g of x. And I'll show you what that means. I'm going to rewrite my functions first. I have f of x equals x cubed, and g of x equals 1 over x plus 8. Alright, so I have g of x inside f. Okay, so I'm going to take all of g of x, my whole function, and I'm going to replace x with the whole function. So this x and this x, this whole thing is going where that x is. The whole function's inside f. So I have, instead of this x, I have this whole function, 1 over x plus 8. But this cubed is still there, so we're going to cube this whole thing. And I'm not going to make you simplify that. This would be our answer. We just put g of x inside f of x. That's